Before you dive into the hustle and bustle of today, let's take a moment together, just a few minutes, to set a powerful tone for what lies ahead. Each day when we wake up, we're given a gift. It's a fresh opportunity, a brand new canvas to paint with our actions, our words, and our attitude. The choices we make today can bring us closer to our dreams, shape our relationships, and define our success. How we start this day matters. You see, success and fulfillment aren't built on one grand, single act. They're built on the little things, on consistency, purpose, and a positive mindset. Zig Ziglar, a man who spent his life inspiring others, once said, "People often say that motivation doesn't last." Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily. Just like brushing our teeth or eating breakfast, motivation is something we should fuel ourselves with every day. It's not about staying fired up all the time, but about rekindling that fire every morning. Starting the day with gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative habits we can adopt. Many people often begin their mornings by immediately diving into the demands of the day, checking emails, thinking about tasks, or feeling the pressure of time. But starting with gratitude offers a different, more grounding approach that not only positively impacts our mindset, but also enhances our entire day. When we begin our day by acknowledging the things we're grateful for, we are essentially telling our mind and body to focus on the good rather than the stress or the challenges. Gratitude is a powerful mindset shift. It directs our attention to the abundance in our lives instead of the perceived scarcity. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get lost in thoughts of what we lack, whether it's time, money, or success. Yet, gratitude serves as a gentle reminder that we already possess so much. We have strengths, relationships, experiences, and simple daily pleasures that enrich our lives. Recognizing these blessings as the day begins can create a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. Research consistently shows that gratitude has substantial benefits for our mental health. People who practice gratitude regularly report feeling happier, less stressed, and more resilient. This is because gratitude lowers levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases the production of dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters associated with feelings of happiness and contentment. When we start our day with gratitude, we set a positive emotional tone for the hours to come. We feel more empowered to face challenges, viewing them as opportunities to learn and grow rather than burdens. This emotional resilience can make us more productive, more motivated, and more effective in everything we do. Moreover, practicing gratitude in the morning fosters mindfulness. Taking a few moments to reflect on what we're thankful for brings us into the present moment. Instead of letting our minds wander to the tasks or challenges ahead, we are anchored in the here and now. This mindfulness prevents us from feeling overwhelmed as we approach our day with clarity and calmness. For many, this may involve a simple routine like listing 3 things they're grateful for upon waking up. Whether it's the warmth of a comfortable bed, the love of family and friends, or the excitement of a new day, taking time to acknowledge these blessings brings us peace. When we start the day mindfully, we're more likely to continue this practice throughout the day, responding to situations thoughtfully rather than reactively. Another benefit of starting with gratitude is that it can deepen our connections with others. When we reflect on the people we're grateful for, we're reminded of the kindness, support, and love that we receive from them. This can inspire us to express our appreciation to those around us, which strengthens our relationships. Whether it's sending a quick message to a friend or simply sharing a smile with a coworker, showing gratitude can create a ripple effect, lifting not only our spirits, but also those of the people around us. Relationships based on mutual appreciation and respect become more meaningful, and by cultivating gratitude, we're investing in these connections. Gratitude also gives us perspective, which is especially important in the face of challenges or setbacks. Life can be unpredictable, filled with ups and downs, and it's easy to become disheartened when things don't go our way. But when we start our day with gratitude, we remind ourselves that there is always something good, no matter what else is happening. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. Rather, it means acknowledging them while also appreciating the positives that coexist. This balanced perspective helps us navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. We're better able to accept what we can't control and focus our energy on what we can, moving forward with optimism and confidence. There's also a unique joy that comes from recognizing small, often overlooked aspects of life. Maybe it's the taste of your favorite morning coffee, the sound of birds chirping, or the feeling of sunlight streaming through the window. By starting with gratitude, we open ourselves to these simple joys that might otherwise go unnoticed. This sense of wonder, this ability to find happiness in the little things, enriches our lives immensely. We don't need grand gestures or extraordinary events to feel happy. We can find beauty in the everyday moments. This makes life feel fuller and more meaningful as we experience a sense of fulfillment that comes from truly appreciating what we have. One of the simplest ways to practice gratitude each morning is by keeping a gratitude journal. Writing down a few things we're grateful for can be a grounding ritual, reminding us of our blessings even on the most hectic days. Over time, this practice can rewire our brains to look for the positives, cultivating a mindset that's naturally inclined towards optimism and joy. Many people find that their gratitude journal becomes a source of inspiration, something they can look back on during tough times to remind themselves of the good in their lives. Ultimately, beginning the day with gratitude is a small act that can lead to monumental changes. It not only influences how we feel, but also how we act, how we treat others, and how we respond to life's challenges. It shifts our focus from what we don't have to what we do, transforming our mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. And this abundance mindset is powerful. It fills us with hope, motivates us to pursue our dreams, and makes us more resilient in the face of obstacles. In essence, gratitude has a ripple effect. Starting with it in the morning influences our actions, our interactions, and our perspective for the rest of the day. It reminds us to live with intention, to approach each moment with an open heart, and to appreciate the journey rather than rush through it. When we start our day this way, we're not just creating a better day for ourselves, but also contributing positively to the world around us. So tomorrow morning, take a deep breath, reflect on what you're thankful for, and watch as gratitude transforms not only your day, but also your life. Setting a clear intention at the start of the day is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate focus, purpose, and direction. An intention is more than a goal. It's a guiding principle that aligns our actions with our values, reminding us of what truly matters. While goals are typically outcome-oriented, something we want to achieve by the end of the day, week or month intentions are about the mindset and attitude we wish to embody as we move through our day. When we set an intention, we're making a commitment to ourselves that influences how we think, feel, and act in each moment. Starting the day with a clear intention allows us to live more deliberately. Instead of drifting through the day and reacting to whatever comes our way, we approach each situation with purpose. Setting an intention is a way of choosing our response to the day ahead. It's a way of saying, this is who I want to be today, and this is how I want to show up in the world. For instance, if our intention is to be more patient, we'll likely be more mindful when we encounter frustrating situations, treating them as opportunities to practice patience rather than as mere inconveniences. When we decide on a specific intention, it helps anchor our thoughts and actions, keeping us grounded even when the day gets chaotic. Intention setting helps us prioritize our energy. Life is full of distractions, and each day brings a multitude of tasks, demands, and decisions. Without a clear intention, it's easy to become scattered, letting our attention drift from one thing to the next without a clear sense of purpose. However, when we set an intention, we're choosing where to focus our energy. If our intention is to be productive, we'll be more likely to make choices that support that goal, avoiding unnecessary distractions and staying focused on what truly matters. On the other hand, if our intention is to foster kindness, we'll prioritize interactions that allow us to practice compassion and empathy. Our intention acts as a filter, helping us decide what is worth our time and attention and what can be set aside. Setting a clear intention also fosters resilience, especially when we face challenges. It's natural to encounter obstacles throughout the day, whether they come in the form of unexpected problems, interpersonal conflicts, or personal setbacks. When we approach the day with intention, we're less likely to be derailed by these obstacles because we have a steady guiding force reminding us of our larger purpose. If our intention, for example, is to practice gratitude, then even when things don't go as planned, we're more likely to look for silver linings or lessons rather than become discouraged. This inner resilience allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease, responding to challenges rather than reacting impulsively. Furthermore, setting an intention encourages self-awareness and reflection. When we decide to live intentionally, we're making a commitment to observe ourselves and our actions. Throughout the day, we can check in with ourselves, asking, am I acting in alignment with my intention? Am I honoring the commitment I made to myself? This self-reflection helps us become more aware of our habits, behaviors, and thought patterns, making it easier to identify areas where we may need to adjust or grow. If we notice that we're straying from our intention, we have the opportunity to recalibrate. gently bringing ourselves back to the mindset we chose for the day. This process of self-check-in fosters growth and self-compassion, helping us develop into the people we aspire to be. Intentions can be incredibly simple or more profound, depending on what resonates with us personally. Some days our intention might be as simple as I will approach today with kindness, or I will focus on being present. Other days we might set a more specific intention, such as I will prioritize my health, or I will seek out opportunities to learn. The power of intention lies in its flexibility and personal significance. It's about tuning into our inner values and choosing an intention that aligns with what we need in the moment. No 2 days are the same, and our intentions can adapt to the unique circumstances and challenges each day brings. One of the beautiful aspects of setting an intention is that it creates a sense of accountability with ourselves. When we state our intention, whether silently or out loud, we are holding ourselves accountable to follow through. This accountability is gentle and self-compassionate. It's not about harshly judging ourselves when we fall short, but rather about gently guiding ourselves back to the path we've chosen. For example, if our intention is to stay calm and centered and we find ourselves getting frustrated, we can remind ourselves of that intention and choose to take a few deep breaths instead of reacting impulsively. This self-accountability strengthens our sense of integrity and builds trust within ourselves. Intention setting also positively impacts our interactions with others. When we start our day with a focus on how we want to treat people, whether that's with kindness, patience, or understanding, we're more mindful of our behavior and its effects on others. Our intentions act as a reminder to bring empathy and respect into our conversations, creating a ripple effect that benefits those around us. If our intention is to be more understanding, we might approach a difficult conversation with a loved one or co-worker from a place of openness and compassion, even if we don't agree with them. Setting this intention makes us more aware of the energy we bring into our relationships, contributing to healthier and more positive interactions. Moreover, setting a clear intention each day can lead to long-term personal growth. Over time, we begin to notice patterns in our intentions which reveal our deeper values and aspirations. If we consistently set intentions around self-care, for example, we may realize that nurturing our well-being is a core priority. Or if we frequently set intentions around patience or understanding, it might show us that building strong relationships is essential to us. This self-awareness guides us in making life choices that align with who we truly are, leading to a more fulfilling and purpose-driven life. By living each day with intention, we're not only improving our present experiences, but also creating a future that aligns with our deepest values and goals. Ultimately, setting a clear intention at the start of the day is about reclaiming our power over how we live. It's a declaration that we are in control of our actions, thoughts, and attitudes, no matter what the world throws our way. Intentions empower us to live with purpose, to make choices that align with our values, and to cultivate qualities that bring out our best selves. They act as a compass, guiding us through the twists and turns of daily life with confidence and clarity. And while each day may bring its own unique challenges and surprises, starting it with a clear intention helps us approach it with focus, resilience, and a sense of meaning that ultimately enriches our lives. Letting go of excuses is one of the most empowering choices we can make. Excuses often emerge as protective mechanisms, a way to justify our inaction or procrastination. They stem from our fears, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping out of our comfort zones, and serve as a way to avoid facing challenges or discomfort. However, while excuses may temporarily shield us from these fears, they ultimately hold us back from realizing our full potential and achieving our goals. The moment we decide to let go of excuses, we take control of our lives, assuming responsibility for our choices, actions, and results. This commitment can be transformative, enabling us to overcome obstacles, grow stronger, and accomplish things we may have once thought were out of reach. Excuses often arise in subtle ways. We tell ourselves that we're not ready yet, that we lack the time, that circumstances aren't ideal, or that we'll start when we feel more motivated. These statements seem harmless and even reasonable, but they create a pattern of delay and avoidance. Excuses can become a habit, a mental default that reinforces itself every time we choose to rely on it. For instance, if we keep saying, "I'll start exercising when I have more energy," or "I'll focus on my passion project once my schedule clears up," we create a mental block that prevents us from taking even the smallest steps forward. By relying on these excuses, we become passive observers in our own lives, waiting for ideal conditions that may never come. The truth is, conditions are rarely perfect. There will always be something that could stand in our way if we allow it to. Letting go of excuses means accepting this reality and choosing to move forward regardless. One of the biggest benefits of abandoning excuses is the empowerment that comes from taking responsibility. When we stop blaming circumstances, other people, or timing for our lack of progress, we reclaim our power to shape our future. Responsibility isn't about self-blame or criticism. It's about acknowledging that we have a role in our own success and happiness. By taking ownership of our actions, we start to see that we have more control than we thought. This mindset shift enables us to actively seek solutions instead of focusing on problems. For example, instead of thinking, I don't have enough time to learn a new skill, we might start thinking, how can I rearrange my schedule to make time? This problem-solving approach fosters resilience and adaptability, qualities essential for achieving any goal. Another advantage of letting go of excuses is that it promotes growth and learning. Excuses often keep us in our comfort zones where things are familiar and safe, but ultimately stagnant. Growth, however, requires us to face discomfort, to stretch ourselves beyond our current capabilities, and to risk making mistakes. When we let go of excuses, we open ourselves up to these growth experiences, embracing challenges as opportunities to improve. Take, for instance, someone who has always wanted to write but keeps telling themselves, I'm not talented enough. This excuse prevents them from even trying, thus stopping any chance of developing the skills they need. By letting go of this limiting belief, they might start writing every day, gradually becoming more skilled and confident. In doing so, they learn that growth is not about innate talent, but about consistent effort and a willingness to learn. Letting go of excuses also builds self-confidence. Every time we overcome a challenge or accomplish something without relying on excuses, we build trust in ourselves. Confidence isn't something we're born with, it's cultivated through action and experience. When we continually push past excuses and take meaningful steps, even small ones, we reinforce our belief in our own abilities. This, in turn, makes it easier to tackle bigger challenges and set more ambitious goals. Imagine someone who has always told themselves, I'm too shy to speak in public. This excuse has kept them from sharing their ideas or participating fully in professional and social settings. If they choose to let go of this excuse and begin practicing public speaking in small, low-stakes environments, they'll gradually see that their shyness doesn't have to define them. They'll realize that they can face their fears, and with each success, their confidence will grow. Letting go of excuses also allows us to be more present and mindful. Excuses often focus on the past or the future, on things we didn't do before, or on hypothetical obstacles that could arise later. By letting go of excuses, we learn to focus on what we can do now in the present moment. This focus helps us make the most of each day, taking one step at a time without worrying about what might go wrong. It's a mindset that encourages us to live fully, embracing each moment and taking advantage of the opportunities at hand. This mindful approach reduces stress as we're no longer weighed down by regret over past actions or anxiety about future ones. Another benefit is that when we stop making excuses, we inspire others to do the same. People around us, whether friends, family, or co-workers, are often influenced by our actions and attitudes. When they see us taking responsibility, pursuing our goals with dedication, and facing challenges without excuses, they may feel motivated to do the same. Our actions become an example of what's possible when we let go of limiting beliefs and choose courage over comfort. This influence can create a supportive, positive environment where everyone is encouraged to push beyond their limits. In a way, by letting go of excuses, we contribute to a culture of empowerment and growth that extends beyond ourselves. The process of letting go of excuses also encourages creativity and resourcefulness. When we stop relying on reasons why we can't do something, we start looking for ways to make it possible. This shift opens up a world of possibilities where obstacles are seen as puzzles to solve rather than as dead ends. Instead of saying, I don't have enough resources to start my business, we might start asking, what resources do I have and how can I use them creatively? This approach fosters innovation, helping us find unconventional solutions and capitalize on whatever is available. In this way, letting go of excuses fuels creativity, teaching us to think outside the box and make progress regardless of limitations. Finally, letting go of excuses brings a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. When we achieve something without relying on excuses, the victory feels more meaningful because we know we earned it. The journey may have been challenging, but the reward is greater because it required courage, effort, and resilience. Each small victory boosts our morale, reminding us of our potential and motivating us to continue on the path of self-improvement. This sense of accomplishment fuels a positive feedback loop where the more we achieve, the more motivated we are to keep pushing forward. In essence, letting go of excuses is about embracing our potential and taking responsibility for our own lives. It's about choosing growth over comfort, action over inaction, and courage over fear. This shift in mindset not only empowers us to achieve our goals, but also fosters qualities like resilience, confidence, and creativity. By letting go of excuses, we open ourselves to a life of purpose, progress, and fulfillment, transforming each day into an opportunity to be our best selves. Focusing on growth is a transformative mindset that can elevate every area of our lives, allowing us to continually learn, adapt, and become better versions of ourselves. Growth-oriented thinking centers on the belief that our abilities, intelligence, and talents are not fixed, but rather can be developed over time. When we commit to growth, we open ourselves up to new experiences, challenges, and opportunities, viewing them as ways to build skills, expand our perspectives, and increase our resilience. This approach to life makes us more adaptable, persistent, and fulfilled as we continuously strive to improve rather than settle into complacency. Embracing a focus on growth ultimately enriches our journey, giving us a deeper sense of purpose and satisfaction along the way. A growth mindset starts with a willingness to embrace challenges rather than avoid them. Many people shy away from difficult tasks because they fear failure or discomfort. However, growth-oriented individuals recognize that challenges are essential for progress. Every time we step out of our comfort zones and tackle something difficult, we gain new insights and develop our abilities. In this way, challenges act as stepping stones for personal and professional development. For example, someone who fears public speaking but chooses to push through that discomfort by practicing and learning will eventually become more skilled in that area. This not only improves their confidence in communication, but also demonstrates that growth is possible with effort. By seeking out and embracing challenges, we expand our capacity and become more prepared for the obstacles we'll inevitably face in life. Another key element of focusing on growth is viewing failure as a learning opportunity. Often failure is perceived negatively, leading people to avoid risks or feel defeated when they make mistakes. However, those with a growth-oriented mindset see failure as a natural and valuable part of the learning process. Mistakes highlight areas where we need to improve, providing us with feedback that helps us move forward more effectively. By reflecting on what went wrong and adjusting our approach, we gain insights that ultimately contribute to our success. For instance, a business owner who launches a new product that fails to meet customer expectations can learn valuable lessons about market research and customer feedback. Instead of giving up, they can apply this knowledge to improve their future products. Failure then becomes a teacher rather than a roadblock, guiding us toward better decisions and more effective strategies in the future. Focusing on growth also encourages a sense of curiosity and a desire to learn. When we're committed to growth, we're constantly seeking knowledge and skills that can help us improve. This could involve reading books, taking courses, engaging in new activities, or learning from the people around us. Curiosity fuels this process as it leads us to ask questions and explore different perspectives. Each new piece of knowledge or skill we acquire adds to our abilities, making us more versatile and resourceful. For example, someone who is dedicated to personal growth may choose to learn about diverse topics from psychology to technology to art, which broadens their understanding of the world and helps them see connections between different areas. This breadth of knowledge and experience enhances problem-solving abilities as we're able to draw on a wide range of insights when faced with complex challenges. In this way, curiosity not only enriches our minds but also equips us to handle whatever life throws our way. A growth-focused mindset is also deeply rooted in persistence and resilience. Growth is rarely a straight line. It's a process filled with ups and downs, setbacks, and moments of uncertainty. Maintaining a commitment to growth requires the resilience to keep going even when things get tough. People who prioritize growth understand that there will be periods of difficulty and frustration, but they are willing to push through because they know that these challenges are temporary. They believe in their ability to overcome adversity and use it as fuel to keep progressing. For example, an athlete training for a competition knows that there will be days when they feel tired, sore, or unmotivated. However, by focusing on their growth and the long-term goal, they find the strength to keep training even when immediate results aren't visible. This resilience helps them develop not only physically but also mentally, preparing them to tackle future obstacles with confidence. Another essential aspect of focusing on growth is setting meaningful, achievable goals. When we're focused on growth, we set goals not just to reach a destination, but to push ourselves and develop in the process. Growth-oriented goals are often incremental, allowing us to build on small successes over time. For example, if someone wants to become a better writer, they might set a goal to write a certain number of words every day. This daily practice reinforces discipline and provides consistent opportunities for improvement. By setting realistic, growth-oriented goals, we keep ourselves engaged and motivated, experiencing the satisfaction of making steady progress. Each small victory fuels our motivation, building momentum that keeps us moving forward. Focusing on growth also fosters a greater sense of self-awareness. Growth requires us to reflect on our strengths and weaknesses, examining where we excel and where we need to improve. Through this introspection, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and our aspirations. Self-awareness allows us to recognize patterns in our behavior and adjust them to support our growth. For example, if we notice that we often procrastinate on difficult tasks, we can work on building better time management skills. By acknowledging areas for improvement without judgment, we can make meaningful changes that align with our goals. Self-awareness also helps us identify our passions and values, guiding us toward growth opportunities that resonate with us on a deeper level. Additionally, focusing on growth has a positive impact on our relationships with others. When we're committed to personal development, we bring a positive, open-minded energy into our interactions. We're more likely to listen, show empathy, and support others in their own growth journeys. This creates a foundation of mutual respect and understanding, fostering relationships that are built on encouragement and support. In the workplace, for example, someone with a growth mindset may take on a mentorship role, helping colleagues develop their skills. This not only benefits the individual, but also contributes to a positive, growth-oriented culture. By focusing on growth ourselves, we inspire those around us to do the same, creating an environment where everyone feels motivated to improve and succeed. In the long run, focusing on growth leads to a profound sense of fulfillment. Unlike external achievements that can feel fleeting, growth provides a deep, intrinsic satisfaction because it's rooted in our ongoing development. As we see ourselves progress, we gain confidence, a sense of purpose, and a belief in our potential. This satisfaction is not dependent on any one accomplishment, but rather on the continuous journey of becoming better, wiser, and more capable. Whether it's mastering a skill, overcoming a personal fear, or simply learning something new, each growth experience adds to our sense of self-worth and purpose. Focusing on growth enriches our lives in a way that material achievements cannot, as it connects us to our true potential and the limitless possibilities of what we can become. Ultimately, focusing on growth transforms our lives. It encourages us to embrace challenges, learn from failures, and remain curious and resilient. This mindset empowers us to achieve our goals, build strong relationships, and experience lasting fulfillment. By committing to growth, we choose to live not only for the milestones, but also for the journey itself, finding joy and purpose in every step of our development. Through growth, we unlock the best versions of ourselves, continuously striving to reach new heights, expand our capabilities, and live with intention.